We have a package, and in this are several different items from Temu. Are they going to be any... Oh, wow. I mean, are they going to be any good? Or will they be the opposite of good, which is bad? There's also this one. I don't want to forget about that. If you've seen my channel before, you know I like knockoff products because sometimes you can find a hidden gem. We're going to go through and see which one of these items are knockoffs and which one are authentic products, because some of these are real. One is this really cool looking G1 reissue Soundwave. We're going to go over all of these figures and the ways to tell if they're real or not, and we're going to use that information that we learned to see if this Soundwave is actually authentic, because as of now I have like no idea. But before we do that, I have to be honest and mention that this video is sponsored by Temu. However, they did say that I can be honest and truthful in my reviews, which is what was really important to me. If they weren't going to let me do that, then I wasn't going to do the sponsorship. So yes, they are paying me a pretty reasonable amount, and I do need that money to cover for some unfortunate things that have happened to me recently. But now let's move on to the first thing that comes out of here.
So suck your dick.
So I do know what I ordered, but I do want to make this a little bit of a mystery, but I do want to try and grab something. If I think I'm starting to feel it, I think this might be what I have in mind. Oh, okay, this is it. This is a transformable pen, kind of like that Optimus Prime pen I reviewed one time. So this is an action figure that you can also write with. It cost around $3.99. Let's see if it's any good. It comes in pretty decent packaging. I do like how we have Optimus Prime up here at the front,
Give me your face.
as well as Optimus Prime over here. However, they didn't have specifically him in stock. They had this red version. So let's see if we can open it.
Come out.
Gosh, okay. Metamorphic robotics. They try to use every word they can besides transform for all these knockoff transforming figures. Plastic quality wise, it does feel a little cheap. Definitely feels pretty light. Weight can sometimes help us tell if something is real or not. Let's see if it can write. Oh, it's red. I did not expect it to be red. Come on, come on. Oh, it's not red? What? I thought it was red. If you look on here, there was red. This red kind of feels like a crayon, but let's see how smoothly it writes. There we go. We should probably take this red thing off. Okay, yeah, it writes okay. I mean, if you need a quick pen that's lying around, this kind of gets the job done there. Now, I do wish it had a cap because it does not seem to come with one. Because when I transform this, all the ink's gonna get all over my hand. Can I remove the pen? Oh, yes, okay. Oh, it turns into a, whoa, no. But it turns into a blaster. That's cool. The instructions will tell us how to transform this, but before we get into that, I do gotta talk about some of the sponsored stuff. Temu does have an app that you can download. If you click the link in the description, it comes with a $100 coupon bundle, or you can search up this code in the search bar on the site, and they have free shipping on items that are sold directly by Temu, and they do say they price match if you buy an item and it becomes cheaper within 30 days of your purchase. Now let's get to transforming this. Pull the arms out, bring this down, bring that down. Okay, it says to extend the legs. Okay, the feet are just kind of like that, I think. Okay, here is our super fighting robot with the head of what appears to be very similar to Optimus Prime. Not that one. And the rest of the body kind of resembling a Gundam. So the plastic quality does still feel a little cheap, but for that sort of price point, it is expected. I do wish I got the Optimus Prime variant if that was there. Unfortunately, no. I'm not personally too fond of the color scheme of this. There's just too much red. Kind of like a tomato or red. Let's take a closer look at that head sculpt. It doesn't look too great. I do like the color blue paint they use though. That is pretty cool. Designs do feel a little bit random on here. Hologaps over there. Paint job quality is okay. I do like some of the levels of detail going on here. I don't like how this, comes out like that. There's nothing to stop the pen bit from falling out. In terms of articulation, move this around from here. Rotation there, an elbow bend. Legs, they can really only move about there. That's not a knee bend. Feet appear to be on a ball joint, so we can't move that all the way around. It's a pretty cool novelty. I would recommend this. I give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, so looking at the packaging for this Soundwave figure, everything seems to be pretty authentic, but I can't say for sure just yet. It's got the Hasbro logo right over here. I know they make knockoffs of the reissues and they look really good. This one might actually be legitimate. There's even a UPC code, but we are going to look at this later. We're going to look at the Spider-Man figure first, and the signs that tell us if this is a fake or not will help us tell if the Soundwave figure is a fake or not. This is around $27.73, so this might look legitimate at first glance. Having a random circle here though is kind of an oddity, and over here we won't really see any branding for any official companies on here. The print quality of the box is a little grainy. Let's open this up and see if it's any good. A lot of tape on here. You don't need to put that much tape on this. Let's just take the main figure out. Here is the Spider-Man figure, and I gotta say, at first glance, it doesn't seem too bad. Plastic quality definitely feels kind of cheap. It's oddly flexible. Do you see that? Plastic quality can help us determine if a figure is real or not. So yes, this is a knockoff.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
But it doesn't seem too bad, so let's take a closer look at it. So the head sculpt is fairly decent. It does resemble Spider-Man. All the web lines on there are done pretty well. A little bit of a sloppy paint job for the eyes. He does come with extra eye pieces as well. The chest spider is done pretty well also. All the paintwork on here seems to be pretty good. This does seem to be a bit sloppy over there, but the rest of the sculpt work and the paintwork along with the spider lines are all done pretty well. Unfortunately, there is some sloppy paintwork when we come down to the wrists and the hands. Sloppy paint jobs are a good way to determine if something is fake or not. His waist all the way down to the legs seem to be fine. Some sloppy paint job over there. It looks like he is wearing a thong. There's this at the back. Oh, that's for the stand. Okay, please go back in. Oh, I messed that up. There we go. How about the rest of it? Pretty good. I'm a little surprised. So yes, this is a knockoff of an SH Figure Art Spider-Man, but I am pretty impressed with this so far. However, there are some other bootlegs in this video that are not that good. Let's see if the articulation is any good or not. We got some decent head articulation. The arms can move out to the side. We do get a rotation over there, an elbow bend. That goes more than 90. We get some rotation over there. It looks like we get wrist rotation, a chest crunch, some chest rotation, waist rotation this way, but not this way. It's a little stubborn. Legs can move up about there. Thigh rotation, knee bend, some knee foot pivot. Feet can move back, but not forward. And we get some toe movement as well. I will say for a knockoff, this is shaping up to be pretty good. Well, let's look at the accessories. As you can see, we got a bunch of hand pieces. We got some spider lenses, some spider webs. That's really cool. Another spider head. This is a more classic looking head. That's kind of cool to have. And we get a little spider drone. Really good, honestly. I am a little impressed. Yikes. Okay, this looks like a web bomb and it's poorly painted. This actually looks pretty bad. He does come with a stand. The plaster quality on this also feels pretty good. I do like the spider emblem over there. I like how this covers up the port, but it's kind of a pain. Okay, so I got the piece out and I managed to get the stand attached to it. However, yeah, I guess that does show some level of low quality that this figure has. I'm not here to give this figure a full breakdown, so I think we're gonna stop right there. I'll give this probably a 7 out of 10. I'm pretty impressed by it, and if I have this up on my shelf, no one would be able to really tell that this is a knockoff. Anyways, moving on. Let's go ahead and take this out. Okay, so let's take a look at what's in this box. Okay, but if you're curious as to what this is, let's open up Degeneracy. Okay, so this is a stand, obviously. Let's take a look at the actual figure. There's some paint spillage right over there. Feels rough. I have a girlfriend now, so I know boobs aren't supposed to be red. Okay, so this is a knockoff from a certain line of figures that I actually don't know a whole lot about. I just thought it'd be funny to get. This one is around $8.99. Quality-wise, I think at first glance, it does look pretty alright. The bunny ears are done pretty well. The hair sculpt is done pretty decently as well. Not the best, but it's decent. The hair pieces are a little sharp, so be careful there. Since it's sharp, that means there's no quality control. The face doesn't look that bad, honestly. The eyes look pretty good, along with the little blush over there. It's kind of dirty over here, which is a little gross. That is a good factor in determining if something is real or fake. I hope this video doesn't get demonetized. The rest of the sculpt work on this figure, it's pretty decent in my opinion. There are like certain flaws here and there that you could pick out. Not a whole lot to say about this. I mean, overall I'd give this a 6 out of 10. The sculpt work is pretty good. It's got some weight to it. But if you are an avid figure collector, even I can tell there are some like quality issues going on. But if you have this on your shelf at a glance, you wouldn't really be able to notice. And I still live with my parents. This one, definitely bootleg. Look at that print quality. Ooh, why are the boxes always damaged for stuff like this? You can tell some of the colors are like a bit faded. It's like it was kind of photocopied, especially with the images. They also look like they were photocopied. Okay, let's open this up. Let's move on to the figure. Oh, that doesn't feel good at all. That feels very flimsy. It feels very light. Why is he so slim? Why does he look like Slenderman? He looks horrifying. Does the actual figure look like this? I'm gonna put up a picture. This costs $16.88. So first of all, we have something on the head over here. From the eyes, that's not good. That's low quality. If we see uncut plastic on a Soundwave figure, that will help us determine if it's fake or not. I do like some of the texture on here that they were able to replicate. Spider symbol doesn't look very defined. The rest of the texture seems to be fine. We have some sloppy paintwork on here. That little bit of plastic doesn't look right. His neck is exposed. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. Spider symbol on the back also doesn't seem super defined. His ass is very loose and it feels like it's about to fall off. Some less than great paintwork over here for the red. In terms of articulation, this can move around. We can spin this around. Arms out there. Arm spin. Really good elbow bend that rotates. Hand articulation. Articulation for the chest. Oh, we do get waist rotation. Okay. Okay. Legs can move forward there, out to the side, back there. That is a really good knee bend. Foot movement, you know, all the basics, pretty much there. Knees do not hold up. Yes, this is definitely a bootleg. Loose parts will help us determine that. This is a sort of rubbery plastic. Okay. Will it break? It's bent now. Okay, it went back into place. Let's take a closer, oh my god. Okay, let's take a closer look at the accessories. Really poorly painted extra spider eyes. These look awful. These head sculpts for Miles, his eyes look wonky. Okay, I think sculpt-wise it looks fine. It's just the paint job for the eyes is extremely awful and out of place. Plaster quality feels decent. We get another neck piece, some more hand pieces. We get 2 web pieces. I guess you get what you pay for. The other Spider-Man figure was better. This is like maybe a 5 out of 10. Okay, here is this thing. Let's open that up. It's a Catwoman figure. On Temu, this was $20.99. And listen, I know no one really cares about this particular Catwoman figure, but I bought it for a specific reason. Because I'm horny. Because I do think that this is a legitimate product and that'll help us determine things for the Soundwave figure based off the quality of the packaging and the figure itself. So the packaging seems to be pretty legitimate. The box is fairly sturdy. We do have official logos on here. The print quality for the box seems to be pretty good. Everything here seems to be legitimate. They got like legitimate McFarlane stuff on here. Let's open it up. I'll take a quick look at it. I won't dwell too much on this figure. There is another actual Batman product that I do have that I will show in the video later. So it's definitely packaged like an actual McFarlane figure. In terms of the plastic quality of this figure, it feels okay. It kind of feels like the actual quality of a McFarlane figure. I have McFarlane figures. Let me grab one. I have the Batman from this line of figures. Plastic quality feels about the same. The level of detail on here is also pretty good with the texture of the suit. These usually retail for about $20, so you'll get like $20 quality out of this. It's kind of thick. The paintwork for the eyes seem to be pretty good, and the paintwork on the rest of the figure also seems to be pretty good. In terms of articulation, head rotation, get arm rotation, elbow bend, wrist rotation, upper chest rotation, legs move about up there, to the side, back there, knee bend, all that foot movement. This is a legitimate figure. I do not think this is a knockoff. Even comes with the stand with the DC logo that seems to be printed on nicely, and the print quality on this also seems to be fairly good. Yep, this is a real figure. I will give it 5 out of 10. I don't really care too much for this one. So I do have a SpiderGwen, but I also want to show these off. Some Lego pieces, and these also appear to be legitimate. We'll take a closer look at these later. So this is SpiderGwen. This costs $16.88, and just by looking at the quality of the text over here and the print on the box, this is most definitely a fake. Especially if you turn over to the back, you'll see no logos for any sort of official product, like how we saw on the McFarlane figure or the Legos and the Soundwave figure, which I'm still not sure about. Let's open this up. Oh, we get a stand. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, okay. Oh, those knees are horrendous. Oh my god, that's oof. It's a bootleg right there. Oh, and the paint job on there, that's atrocious. I do like the texture on here. That is pretty nice. The head sculpt seems to be pretty good. Paint job for the eyes seems to be good as well. Paint job for inside the hood, a little messy in some areas, like right over there. The rest of the paintwork on this figure, it's just a little spot over there. Turn around to the back. Oof, that's awful. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god, the shoes. So you can definitely tell that this is a bootleg. Yeah, it's a little dirty there too. That's not fun. Ooh, the arms also look bad. It doesn't hold together very well either. Articulation, we can spin this all the way around. This can move out, spin all the way around. We do get bicep rotation, elbow bend, hand movement, chest movement, left and right, back and forth, waist rotation, legs can move forward, knees can bend out to the side. We can bring them back. Foot movement right there. This is definitely one of the worst spider figures we've seen out of all 3 of them. I also can't seem to straighten up her arms now. Let's look at the accessories. We get a decent amount of them. We get a bunch of hands. We get some spider webs, which we've seen. We'll take a look at the head sculpts. It fell, that's fine. Let's just, okay. Yeah, we can just throw these out. Okay, this is a hood piece. There's some paint spillage over there. That's great. There's another head piece. This does not look too bad. This is what we need to take a look at. The production quality on this is not any good at all. You can definitely see a lot of paint cracks going on. Just the way it's made does not look any good. SpiderGwen gets a 3 out of 10. That one was pretty bad. Now let's quickly move on to these Legos, which are definitely, I think, 100% authentic. They got the logos on there. On the back, they have all the proper information that they should, not to 3 side onions. The print quality on this is fine. I mainly just really care about the minifigures because I just don't feel like building anything. I'll build a Batman one. I haven't built Legos in a while, so I did this to the best of my abilities. It was pretty easy. Looks like we have some leftover pieces. The minifigure here is what I really care about. This piece right over here, I don't really care about that too much. I mean, it holds up to the average Lego quality standards. I like how he has sunglasses here, and we have his regular face on the back, and if we put the mask on with this way on, it looks like he's sleeping. So I just realized the Star Wars one doesn't come with any minifigures. So we're just gonna skip that. There is the Venom one. I'm not building the motorcycle. I'm very lazy. But the minifigure itself is pretty neat. Symbol on the back as well. And not much else to say there. Okay, finally, the Soundwave figure. With everything we've learned, let's see if this is legitimate or not. This cost $64.03. This, like I said, looks legitimate to me. It might not be. That Decepticon sticker is a little bit fucked up. We're gonna take a closer look at this and see if it's actually real or if it's a fake. Because if you aren't aware, they become really good at making Transformer knockoffs. Right, do you think this is real or fake? Leave a comment down below. Okay, oh, it has some weight to it. But as you can see, that sticker is a little bit funky looking. Okay, this has some weight to it. We also get these pieces, which feel a little cheap. Is this actually real? This has weight to it. Even got the Takara thing back there. But they do have these on a lot of the knockoffs as well. They've gotten really good at copying these molds. So we get these two pieces as well for his blaster. I'm not going to bother taking any of these out. We do get the instruction booklet. We even get these red plastic pieces. You put these over the back of the box so you can see the stats. And there's also this little rub-on thing. These were also used to identify if Transformers were real or fake back in the day. You just got to give it a good old rub. Nothing's happening. Let's take a closer look at this figure, and I'll try to determine if this is real or fake. The quality of this switch over here and the volume knob doesn't feel too great. We got a little bit of paint spillage there. And on the back, there's a lot of these sort of nub marks. The print quality for the front page of the instruction booklet seems to be good. If we open it though, these images look kind of off print quality wise. So let's transform this. Okay, it should be pretty basic. We bring the legs down. Ooh, right there. Same with this one. You're gonna come out. There we go. Bring that. Ooh. That is tight. Turn this around, turn that around. Arms out front on both sides of the figure. Oh, we need to make sure to bring the feet down. Is this actually die cast? Interesting. Yeah, that's a die cast metal, all right. Bring out the head. We'll turn that around. Arms are in here. Let's bring that out. Ooh, that's a little tough. Ooh, that's a sign of a quality issue on a knockoff. Same over here. Let's bring that out. Open that. Ooh, that wasn't smooth at all. Let's put him in there. There we go. All right, and here is Soundwave, our lovely Decepticon. And we do get stickers to apply onto the figure. This was also in the original G1 set of figures. I'm not going to apply these because I suck at applying stickers. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just realized there's no Decepticon insignia on the chest of Soundwave himself. This is a fake figure. It's weird how there is one on Buzzsaw. This knee is a little loose. The sculpture of the figure seems to be pretty good, and it seems to be just like the original G1 figure. The head sculpt seems to be pretty decent with a decent paint job. And we do have the play buttons over here along with the forward and back. I don't know if these were actually pressable on the original. Like I said, I've never owned it. Quick look at the arms and the legs over here. A lot of the sculpt work over here is pretty decent. I like that. Turning over to the back, looks pretty decent. And like, once again, it is a fake, but it says Takara over there. A lot of the paintwork on here is done pretty decently. There is some like shoddy craftsmanship, like I said earlier when I showed off some of the nubs on the figure. Overall, there's a good weight to this, which I really do like. And once again, we do have his blasters and these pieces to attach onto his blasters. I really don't feel like doing that. Yeah, this button is awful. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, that out. Bring out those wings. Bring the head out. Bring these down. This head does not want to come out any further than that. It is stuck there. That's the best we're gonna get. And I just realized these silver pieces are meant to be on over here, just like that. There we go. The stickers that are pre-applied on here are really good, minus the Decepticon one. And the gold paint over here is also done really well. And there we have that Autobot insignia that you're supposed to rub. It's not doing anything. I will show how it is on an original figure. So here's an authentic blaster, an authentic whatever his name is. So if you rub that, and it still works to this day, you can see the Autobot symbol there. It was meant to determine if it was a real figure or not. So even 40 years later, this is a good way to determine if this is a fake or not. Also, if we transform this, it does fit in the Soundwave, so that is pretty cool. My blaster is old, so I cannot do that on this. It's kind of broken. Blaster is definitely a lot bigger. And turning over to the back, this has the Hasbro and Takara logo on there as well. well. And I bought this way before they started making these types of figures that almost look authentic, because back then those fakes didn't really have that, but they do now. Also, looking over here, there's like an extra space between screams and R. A good way to tell if these are fake is the spelling errors. So I think this is something that is pretty cool to still have. It's not to have a G1 Soundwave, even though it is a knockoff, but I give this probably a 7 out of 10. There's some quality issues going on, but overall as like a display piece is pretty cool to have. Also, if you use that link in the description, this should be on sale for about like around $13 or so. I'm not sure how long that will last though. Out of all the knockoffs, I think I'd recommend this and the PlayStation Spider-Man figure. The pen is pretty cool too. Remember, first time app users, if you click the link in the description below, you should get a $100 coupon bundle, or use this special promo code in the Temu search bar. And thanks for watching this video. If you want to check out another video of mine, check out this one over here. You might like that one.